present for this public hearing, also council members as well as most of the administration and the mayor. We've also got a few people here in the audience. The request was that Redbird, Sylvania requested that the hours of the DORA be changed from 12 noon to 12 a.m. Monday through Sunday to 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. Monday through Sunday. And so they submitted an application for many hours of operation. And so with that, this is a public hearing. I do see that Katie Fields is here. I don't know if you want to speak to Redbird's issue on that. I feel like the letter came from you. So if you want to make a few comments before I open up the public comment, to help people, please do, and give us your name and address.
Katie Fields, inside the 5703 Main Street. The reason for this request is really just to reflect our business hours. Both myself and Upside J&G's are on the same page with this. Would like to start at 10. Inside the 5 opens at 10 a.m. on Sundays, 11 a.m. the rest of the week. I believe J&G's is 11 a.m. So we really just want to reflect our hours so we don't have to look at the clock and tell our employees, nope, wait 15 more minutes, can't sell DORA. The only time that this, I don't see a lot of sales during those hours. The only time that I do see this really increasing sales is the events. The most recent one being Rummage in the Village with Heritage Sylvania. It started at 10. So if people came in, wanted to grab a drink and go shop, they had to wait, until noon. So that is the reason for this. The big sell is for the events that we have downtown. Any questions?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So with that introduction, I would say, is there anyone here that would like to speak in favor of the DORA first? Seeing no one, is there anybody here that would like to speak against this change? This makes it very easy. With that said, I will open up. We first always like to make sure that we hear from the community before we hear from council members, but I would like to open it up to council members if you've got any comments or feedback or thoughts on this.
I would just say that I think it makes perfect sense. I mean, it's undue burden for you and your staff to have to monitor the clock. You should be able to, and I don't know anybody that's going to be day drinking in excess at 10 a.m. that's going to cause any type of issues that would be an issue. So I think it makes perfect sense.
You know the saying.
You don't start early.
Drink all day, you don't start.
At the last council meeting, I believe Chief Miller made some comments. I'd like just to get her perspective again, if you don't mind. Have we had any issues since DORA was implemented, and do you perceive anything if it was started too early?
We have not had any issues, and I don't perceive any issues coming up with the hours being changed to 10 o'clock in the morning.
Great, thank you.
Okay. Yes.
I'd also just like to add, I was the chair the last time DORA was brought up when the footprint of it was extended. And during that, we had done a survey about how the DORA was working for our residences. And I remember we had a very good response to that, not only in the quantity of people who responded, but in their responses. And that at that time, it was very well supported. And a lot of people wanted it to be extended, which made it pretty easy for us to support it. And since then, I don't think I've heard any big negatives about it. And I think it's great that the businesses are reaching out so that we can make things be as smooth as possible.
Mr. Mayor, any comments from you?
No, I was supportive of the modification and agree with members of council and Ms. Fields regarding the changing hours. It makes sense to me.
So with that, Mrs. Brining, I believe there is legislation.
You know what, procedurally, the rules have changed a little bit, so we have to have the public hearing tonight. We can pass the legislation at the next council meeting. So there has to be a 14-day,
Okay.
It has to be a meeting in it.
That's fine. So, but we do need a motion to advance legislation.
Yes.
So I would ask if there's a motion to advance, to ask legislation, to ask the administration to prepare legislation to represent 15 DORA hours.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, please indicate by saying
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much. With that, this public hearing comes to a close, so I thank you all for being here. Fields, thank you for your comments. I think that was very helpful and enlightening for certainly me and I'm sure other members of council to understand the challenges for staff trying to make sure they're in line with the time. So with that, we're complete today, and thank you very much. Our council meeting will start at 7:30.